Oh, hello. Just coming at you with a little Dear Diary. I guess you could call it a podcast, but it's just kind of a Dear Diary. I'll fill you in on some fun-filled things in my I'm even going to set up the next clip, which isn't it ironic, doesn't need to exist, but, they got to prove it. One thing about Bismarck, my friend, they have one real big flaw. They got to prove it. They are the greatest generation, not pop up, and then, whatever they say. So, unfortunately, I had to deal with, I did everything right with my, marketplace healthcare thing. I took care of it in November or whatever. I re-signed up for my, healthcare and my dental. And I'm even grateful this year. Some years I have to do the subsidy thing because, heck, I even overpaid one year, paying too much, and the IRS still owes me $2,000 they don't know about because they lost the fax transmission number, but don't send it again if you know that because they'll slow it down. I have to take care of that. Done as well as Fargo. But anyway, so conveniently enough, they say, make sure you send your first payment for both, right? By the first of the month. Yeah, all right. No. And I'm already same as last year. So I call up, hey, is it going to automatically... comes out automatically. So, all right, is it going to do that? Or do I need to send you payment? Oh, no, both said that. But then unfortunately, I come to find out, I call back because I find some letter that wait, what? I don't see it anyway. It says you got to make sure you send your, but it's dated December 14th or something, but then I don't get it until magically or whatever until the 16th of January. So I immediately call up. I check my bank account, and sure enough, they did not take out the money for dental. So I call up. Hey, wait a minute. What's this? I even tried to pay. I made sure I did what they asked. So unfortunately, they said, well, there was the guy was mistaken, and I'm telling you because it's a new plan, you would have had to have resubmitted your bank information and sent the payment. Because you didn't, we got to connect you to healthcare marketplace. They were very nice, but they said, the 15th was the end of the late eligibility period. Now it's the 16th or 17th, whatever it was. So, because of that, blah, 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 no problem. We do understand what happened. We do understand you did that. You just have to, in order to get the special enrollment, you have to, fill out the appeal thing, write what happened. And I talked to the manager. She was nice. And so, yeah. So that's what I did. And that's one thing, right? And then, I come to find out, I even told you, my teeth, need a little bit of work. And so then I went to the dentist. They were very nice. But sure enough, no, I definitely have to get, a couple fillings real quick for, preventative, whatever. But without my insurance, it's very expensive. And, I can't quite do that, right? So... no problem. Hey, all right. So I go to send a fax, and that's the next clip. It's nothing to do with them, but there's some great Ramon about it, right? And he's great, right? So even in just helping me, well, you'll see. I said, could you just write down? I don't need your help. I know how to fax things. No, really. I mean, I worked at Road Post NYC was a post-production house. I faxed things for freelance. I faxed things for myself. And you even remember at our old house there in North that I used to fax things for you. I know how to fax. Why are you I even have the same printed thing. Why are you? Could you just write down the number? Yeah. And he writes down the number and hands me a piece of paper with the number, right? So that's the next clip because on the back of it is something, coincidentally, he doesn't know, no explanation, but, well, you'll find out what that is. That's just a fun little, and I mean, all the way, he's and then speaking of that, I went, when I was even walking in, right, I'm just in a good mood. I'm just whistling to myself with my mask on in the lobby, waiting for the elevator, which the second I get there, it's parked on lobby, but the second I get there, literally gonna push it, it moves, it goes down, and really, I'm just, not that happens all the time to little me. Oh, but anyway, so I'm just whistling, I don't know, and sure enough, somebody gets on from the garage, and they come up, and the door opens, right? All right, so I'm whistling, And she said, I'm no sooner getting in the elevator, I'm gonna, like, and she says, could you stop with the whistling? Could you please just stop with the whistling? You know, I got, like, a headache. Yeah, fine, I'm sorry. But then she's really got to push, because, I had the headache. I don't think it's right that you were whistling. When I'm in the, wait, what? So we're now on, like, floor, like, 8, and she's still going. So I said, lady, I think I have a headache and a dry cold or whatever, too, now. Can we just agree to, like, can we just agree to, like, be quiet for us to run? Yeah, it's like, all right. Because, I said be quiet. So then, of course, as the door opens, right, I get up and I resume. As soon as I'm off and the door's closing, I start whistling again. And whatever. You're crazy. Nope, you're crazy. And you're gonna call a cop on me for like da-da-da. I mean, this is some old, like with the new age crystal, like type people. So anyway, that's about it. I'm gonna go to Dunkin' Donuts, get myself a coffee. And, but this is just a setup for the next thing, which is like the back of the paper that he chooses. He just so happens to have it. He's really working on it. It's new material, right? It's not old material, right? But for some reason, he just figures I will not notice the other side. Or even if I do, but you see, what could it be? Hey, Grandma Shark, what's it gonna be? Well, you gotta wait a little bit, but then you'll find out, all right?